Now, whatever I told you that you can turn Google Sheets into a full point of sale system like this with AI and Google Sheets, no coding, just AI and Google Sheets. And in this video, I will show you exactly how I build this, and I will give you the exact same prompt so you can build yours in minutes. So by the end of this video, you will have a product display system, a working cart, a checkout system, and a printable receipt, all powered by Google Sheets and AI. Let's get started. All right, so now here I am inside my browser, that is Google Chrome, which is the browser I recommend for this. And I also sign in inside this. I have my account signed in inside the same browser, so that makes everything very simple. So right on this interface, if you don't have this same interface or similar interface, then you would have to launch Chrome browser and make sure you sign in inside the browser. So once you do that, you have the profile appearing here and you can have this interface, and that makes everything very easy. So once you have that, just go ahead and click on this and then scroll down and locate sheet and click on that. So on this interface, go ahead and choose blank spreadsheet. Click on that. All right, so now once you have this blank sheet open, you can go ahead and just click got it and then close this as well, and then you should have everything here clean and neat to start with. So here, just go ahead and title. You can see this says untitled spreadsheet. Click inside and then clear whatever is there and then name your app as POS new. So I already have a previous version. I'm going to name this one POS new. So you can name yours just as you want it. And from there, the first sheet we're going to be creating is called the product sheet. And that is where our product is going to be stored. We're going to be creating our product table right inside the sheet. So double click on this sheet and name it product like so. So now we're going to define the various headings such as the ID, the name of the product, the price, and then the image URL. So now let's do that. All right, so now once we have the various headings defined, just make sure you type them exactly the same as you see here, especially this image underscore URL. Make sure you type exactly the same thing because that is what is defined in our prompts we're going to be using to build this system. So now once we have that, let's quickly expand this a bit. So now the next thing is let's go ahead and just format the headings. So now let's select the headings here. Now from there, let's proceed to this print icon and choose the background color we would want. So let me just go for this color, and then the text color, let me use like yellow color. Now I would want to bold the font, and then probably I would want to center the font. So to do that, click here to center that. So once we have this, everything looks good. You can increase the font size a bit. So now let's go ahead and select this range, the table range here. I think this level is okay, and then we can equally go ahead and just increase the font size a bit like so. So we can equally just center the data as well. So we can center the data, and inside the image URL alone, just select this column alone, and then here we would want to align the URL to left. So click on that. So now we have this table defined. So now the next thing we're going to do is let's add some dummy data we are going to be working with. So let me start with the product ID. So I want to name P001 as the product's first product ID. Product is going to be, let's say, Apple. And then the price, I'm going to say like 50. And then now the image URL. So with the image URL, we're going to go to Google and fetch the image URL. That is what we're going to be doing. So with that, I'm going to open this tab here. And what I'm going to say is mango. That is Apple PNG. Like so, just hit enter. So with this, you have images of Apple. So now click on one of them. So once it opens like this, right click on it and click on copy image address. Just copy that so that I can have live image. So click inside here now. Let's come back and then Control V to paste. So now you have the image URL for the first product. So let's add another product, like 6 product to be okay, or probably 3. Let's add. And then the next product is going to be, let's say, banana. And then the price is 30 cedis. So now let's go ahead and add the product image. So quickly we go back again. So now let's just change this to banana and hit enter. So we have images of banana. So I will just pick this one here, and I'll just right click on that. Then I'll copy image URL, say copy image address, just copy that. Now navigate back here, click inside here, Control V to paste. So now follow exact same process and add up to 6 products. That will be better to get started with. So now let me do mine as you also do yours. All right, so now there we go. I have my 6 products. We have apple, we have banana, we have orange, we have coconut, pineapple, and guava, right? You can equally add vegetables to it, and then you can get more of your product depending on what you would want to use or sell on the POS. So once we have this, we need the next table where the sales data is going to be stored. So with that, just click on this plus button, and you have another sheet here. Double click on this sheet, name it sales. So once you have that, let's define the various headings for sales. So with this, we're going to have date. All right, so now there we go. We have the date, the receipt ID, the product, the quantity, the price, and total. Now let's go ahead and format the headings by selecting this. Now let's go and give it background color of this. Change the text color to, let's say, yellow as well. Now you can bold it and center that as well. So you can increase the font size a bit. There we go. So you can adjust the columns to fit. So now our backend tables are now set. So now the next thing is, let's get our prompt and give it to ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT has for us. But before that, let's go through the prompt and see what the prompt has for us. So this is our prompt we're going to be using. So the prompt starts by saying, create a complete point of sale POS web application using Google Sheets or Google App Scripts, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So the requirements: 1. Backend Google Apps Scripts. 1. Fetch product data from Google Sheets named products. So you make sure you name it exactly the same thing. The product sheet. Let's confirm that whether we have the sheet named as products with the S. So there we go. We have that. So products, and then the columns we have ID, the name, price, and image URL. We also have the save sales data into a sheet named sales. So let's confirm that sheet. We have the sales sheet as well. And from there, we have the columns for that as well to be date, receipt ID, product, quantity, that is QTY, price, and total. So generate a unique receipt ID for each transaction. So we have the front end, that is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Display products in a responsive grid layout. So each product should show the image, the name, the price, and then add to cart button. That is the front end where the images of the items are going to be. So you have to use modern styling cards like shadows, gradients, and also the cart system. Also add to cart functionality, increase and decrease quantity, yes, as you saw in the demo video, and then remove item button as well. So display total amount dynamically, and then check out system, save cart data to Google Sheets, and then generate a receipt, and then display a clean styled receipt. All right, so with this, let's continue. So include a print button which says window.print. So there is something I would want to correct here. So it says what? Save cart data to what? Google Sheets. So with the Google Sheet, let's check something. Google Sheet names sales, right? Like sales, like so. Okay, so something like this. So now let's tell ChatGPT that this is the sheet on which, even though I think it's going to work that way, but let's still let ChatGPT know that that is what we're going to be using. So sheet named, sorry, named, let's paste that sales sheet there, then we close that. Perfect. So it knows that this is a sheet. We're going to save this. Now generate a receipt, display a clean style receipt layout, and then include print button, that is print window.print UI design. So add a bold header, that is smart point of sale application, that is the user interface look, how you want the user interface to look like. Use modern colors like dark sidebar plus gradient background, style buttons with hoovers or hoover effects. So additional, we have add sound effects when adding item to cart, which I don't think is even more that important. So output, provide full code.js file. It's going to give us the script, and then provide full index.html file, and then code must be ready to copy and paste into Google App Script. Ensure code is clean, well structured, and beginner friendly. So since you are newbie to this programming stuff, that's why I said you don't need to know how to code. ChatGPT is going to handle this for us. So what we're going to do right now is to select the entire prompt, copy that prompt, and then let's navigate to ChatGPT. If you don't have ChatGPT account, it's very simple. Let's go to ChatGPT in the browser, create an account. So with this, let me just paste this prompt here. And once it is pasted, let's run the prompt and see what ChatGPT has for us. All right, so now there we go. This is what ChatGPT has given to us. So we have the code.js GS backend. So we have this code that we're going to be copying and pasting exactly what ChatGPT has given to us based on our prompts. And also we have the index.html as the front end part of it. So what we're going to do is to copy this and go right and paste it inside our project. But before we do that, first of all, let's copy the code.js. So now let's copy that. So now once we have that copied, let's navigate back inside our application. So click on this. Now here, let's click on extensions, click on that. And now let's click on app script, click on that. All right, so now on this interface, we have the code.js selected. Make sure it's selected. Now clear all what you have here. Now Control V to paste what we copied from ChatGPT. And once you are done with this, once you see something like this, meaning it's not saved, press Control and S to have it saved, and you have that disappeared. So now the next file we are going to also copy and paste is the index.html. So with that, what we're going to do is let's click on that. Let's see the prompt ChatGPT that's given and how it has named that file so that we follow exact same name convention. Okay, using small I. So now let's come here. Let's click on this plus sign. Let's use HTML and let's name it index.html like so. Now press enter. So now we have this code snippet here. So now let's clear what we have here. Now let's navigate ChatGPT again. So we're going to copy the index.html. So now this is it. Make sure you copy from here. So let's click on copy. So once you are done copying, now let's navigate back to our application. So from there we come this way. Now click here and then Control V to paste. So now we have that as well pasted, and then Control S to save. So now we have our code.js, index.html. We have both of them set up and running. So now the next thing is to deploy our application. So just like that, we are having our application running with ease. So now let's click on this deploy. So let's click on that. Click on new deployment. So from here, click on configuration like so, or just click on this, and then let's click on web app. And here, let's give it a name. I'll name it POS new, like so, or let me name it POS version. Okay, yeah, version 1. There we go. And here, I'm going to leave web app executed as with this email. Now, who do I want to access this application? So here, I'm going to just click on this and just make it anyone with a link so that anyone that have access to this link can access it. However, if you have some people that you would want to use, then just go ahead and just click on anyone with what Google account. So click on that as well. So with that, with Google accounts only, they'll be able to access. So now let's leave it with anyone with a link. And then once we have that selected, that is okay. Now let's click on deploy. Now here we need to authorize access. So click on this, and here let's click on advanced, and then click on what go to untitled project, that is unsafe. So click on that. It's no problem, feel free. So once we have all this, let's click on continue. So now just like that, we have our application fully deployed. So now this is the URL of the application. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. So let's click on this, copy that, and then click on done. So now let's go ahead, click inside here. Now let's paste this. Now let's run our application to see what the output has for us. Amazing. There we go. So we have our product added. Okay, just like that, the interface looks exactly as we have in the demo video, just like that, with the same prompt. So now what is going to happen is this. Let's try the functionality to see whether everything is going to work just like that. So to do that, let's try adding some cards. But before that, let's confirm our product. We have the various products like what? We have apple, we have banana, we have orange, coconut, and then pineapple and guava. So there we go. Let's see whether we have exactly the same thing. So there we go, in that order as well. Perfect, exactly what we want. So now let's go ahead and do some sales and see how it's going to look like. So let's click on add to cart. So now let's try removing. So it's removed. Let's add another. Let's increase the quantity. Let's decrease. Perfect. Let's add another. Let's add another. Let's add this. Let's add that. Perfect. Perfect. Everything is looking good. So now once we have some products added, let's go ahead and click on what? Checkout. So click on this checkout, and there we go. We have our receipt. So from here you can go ahead and click on print receipt, and then the receipt will be printed. So now let's go back. So we still have the URL gone. So now let's paste the URL once again, hit enter, so that we have the application back again. So now let's see how we can add more product and have them displayed right inside the interface, right? Let's check out that. So to do that, let's go back to our products. Now let's check on the sales. So perfect. The sales we've just made has been added to what? The sales table as well. Now let's see how we can add more product. This is very, very important. So now we have apple, banana, orange, coconut, pineapple, and guava, right? So I would want to add some vegetables to it. So now let me add something like, let's say P007, and then let me add like cabbage. There we go. So now let's see, let me make it, let's say 30 cities. Now the image URL, so I'm going to go ahead and just click on this. So now cabbage, so I'll just change this to cabbage. Perfect, cabbage PNG, select that. So there we go. Let me choose this one. Now let me just right click and copy, right click and then click on copy image address. Now let's go back here. There we go. Now let's paste the image address here. So once we are done with that, now Control S to save. Now we don't need to deploy again for now. Now let's go ahead and run our application. Let's refresh the page and see whether the addition has taken effect. And there we go, we have cabbage added, and we can easily add that to cart as well. As you can see, let's remove it. Let's add additional two to make it look flat and straightforward. So now let's add something like carrots, and then here let me make it like 45 as well. Now let's get the image. So here we come here, let's change this to carrots like so. Carrot, let's see that. There we go. Now let's grab this one, right click, copy image address. Let's go back here. Now Control V to paste. Now let's add the final one so that we can just, okay, this is 7. Now let's add 891 P009. Now that should be, let's say green pepper, something like that. So now that is going to be like, let's say 15 cities. Now let's add the image. So let's go this way, something like that. Green pepper, I don't know if that is the correct spelling. Okay, perfect. Let's get that here. There we go. So now we have that as well. Let me choose this one. Now right click and click on copy image address. Let's go this way now. Control V to paste, and there we go. So now once we have that, Control S to save. Now let's go back to application and then let's refresh. And there we go. We have cabbage, we have carrot, we have green pepper all added with ease, and we can still add them to cart like so. Add them to cart in that order. So once we have everything as well, we can go to checkout, and there we have them appearing right inside of our receipts. So we have green pepper 1, carrot 1, and cabbage 1. Here we can print the receipt. So once you click on print, you should have the receipt as well printed. So now, as you can see, the entire application is looking good and amazing without any problems, without any stress. So right now, should in case you add something to the application, all you need to do right now, because right now when I move back, there is going to exit the page. So now I still need the URL. So now the best thing is to paste the URL somewhere so that you can easily refer back to it. So now that is gone. Let's click on deploy once again. Let's click on manage deployment. So with this, we can just copy the URL here. Now let's click on cancel, right? So now we can have the URL back. Control V to paste, run it once again. And there we go, we have our application up and running. So with this brings us to the end of this video tutorial, and I believe you like this video. So you can just hit this video with a like button. Also subscribe to the channel so that you can get notified anytime we upload new video tutorials. Now if you want any other feature added, now you can go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I'm going to upgrade the prompt and upgrade the system to the fullest, and then that's going to be our next video. So now let me know your thought in the comment section. What are the features you would want us to add to this system to make it more dynamic, more beautiful, more secure and safe for use? So now that is that. So with this, you can still manage your sales and other stuffs here without any problem, without any stress. Now we can still upgrade it, right? Thank you so much for watching, and then see you in our next YouTube video tutorials. Bye for now.